All right, so this is Hyper.combo.comics once again at London Comic Con. We're celebrating the 40th TMNT celebration, and here we are with none other than the interior artist for The Last Ronin and The Last Ronin 2 Revolution, Ben Bishop. Ben, how are you taking it all in, being day 2 of London Comic Con?
It's great. Never been to Canada before. Yesterday was whirlwind of figuring out how to count cash, and I figured it out. And now I'm a pro, and it's much easier than the U.S. dollar to find a 5 or a 10 when they're blue.
Yeah. It seems like cash is king, especially when you're going to these cons.
Yeah. This is the first show I've ever not been able to take cards too. So luckily, a lot of people have cash.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome. Everyone's been really great. I saw E cosplay yesterday, which is the first time I've seen one of the new turtles in the flesh. It was been great.
So I guess that actually segues into one of my questions I was going to ask you. When The Last Ronin came out, probably, what was it, in 2020, did you foresee that it was going to blow up the way it did? And like you said, now people are cosplaying as some of these original Ronin characters?
I did not. I had full faith that whatever Kevin thought would happen, and he, right out of the gate, was like, this is going to be good. It's going to be an evergreen book, which means it'll be on bookstore shelves forever. And he was throwing out things like Watchmen and Dark Knights, and it's going to be huge. And I just put my faith in him, and I said, of course. And what happens with this book and the Lost Years, and now Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution, every single member of the team is doing their absolute best work. So you're there making sure every line you draw is your best line. How can it not succeed? So I'm very happy that it has, and it's kind of a blur. It feels like I died a long time ago, and all of this is not real.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think what people appreciate, including myself, is the fact that this iteration of the TMNT is going back to almost like the throwback where it was a lot more darker and grittier aspect of the TMNT. Whereas, kids today may be thinking of the Nickelodeon and, the Playmates TMNT. They weren't maybe aware of the origins of TMNT where it was a lot more grittier, right?
Yeah, and I tried to set the standard for that myself in my own scenes. Of course, the Esforzas did the same in their scenes. They did all the future, current, future, Last Ronin stuff, and I got to do all the flashbacks where you see what happens to each of the turtles along the way in each issue. And so the first time I really got to shine, I had some stuff in issue 1, but issue 2 is we deal with that first death. And spoiler, Raphael.
Yep.
And I was looking at a lot of Ryan Otley Invincible and how he throws blood around and the violence. And I said, I'm just going to put it in there and see what happens. We'll see if Nickelodeon pushes back. We'll see if this is the level Kevin wanted it at. And everyone was like, yes. So once that happened, I knew for the following flashbacks along the way that we could really do what we wanted to do, the way we wanted to do.
Awesome. And now, Ben, we are celebrating 40 anniversaries of TMNT. Have you always been a TMNT fan, like as a kid, or was it one of those things that you kind of picked up in your adolescence?
Oh, no. I mean, I was born into it. I was born in '86, so I'm actually younger than the Turtles by a couple of years. And so I have fond memories of sitting in front of the TV, watching turtle cartoons, playing with my turtle toys, drawing turtles, eating turtle cereal in my turtle sleeping bag and turtle underwear. And so it's really amazing that all of this has happened the way it has. And it's not for nothing. It's because I set out to do that. I said, okay, I want to draw Ninja Turtles. And every choice I made along the way kind of steered me in that direction and kept me going towards that. And it was years and years of trying to do that. I was pitching to IDW my covers to try and get a turtle cover for about 2 years before I finally got one. And then it was another 2 years before it even came out. And then it was 4 years before I got one of the insides Last Ronin. And Kevin and I did a Raphael macro series called Target R. And so it's it's a very, very long journey. And then even since then, like you said, Ronin came out in 2020, and here we are in 2024. And we're still going. We're on to our 3rd series now. And so it's just time is flying by, and it's all turtles.
So actually, perfect segue. I was going to ask you, so what's on the horizon without obviously spoiling anything? What can we look forward to in terms of either the Ronin verse or anything else?
We got three more issues of Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution, which is technically the 3rd series after Lost Years, after Last Ronin. So issue 3 is coming out any day now. I'm already working on issue 4. The script is done, of course. And then we'll have issue 5. We get to see where that leaves off, and we'll get to see maybe there's something else after that.
Awesome.
In addition to that, there's a movie being made that I would love to be a small part of if they'd have me. There's a video game being made. We're doing the NECA toy line. I get to do all the box artwork Ecca Toy
Nice.
with Luis Antonio Delgado. He's our colorist on everything Ronin, and so we make sure that the packaging art of those toys like really feels like another issue of that comic. It's a ton of fun.
Okay. I'm almost wrapping up, but I just want to put you on the spot quickly. We had this conversation, favorite turtle.
Favorite turtle?
Yeah.
Leonardo.
Leonardo?
I'm loving Mikey, because I think we're all a little bit of Mikey. And I grew into Leo when I started to mature a little bit, I think. I was never a Raph guy. I don't hate Raph, but it's the same thing with like Cyclops and Wolverine. I was always a Cyclops guy. I think I've always just been a little bit of a contrarian or a hipster or something, and like the guy that no one else liked. It seemed like Leo might have been least popular for a while. He's the law. He's the one who keeps him in line. But
Fair.
I think what's been happening with him lately is really, really fun. I think one of my favorite versions of Leo is probably the Louis 1990 Leo.
Gotcha.
Just perfect.
Awesome. Well, Ben, I appreciate your time. Do you want to plug anything where people can reach you, or in terms of merch?
I've got a website. Check this out. Fishart.net, as well as my Instagram @fishart, and everything that you'd ever see on my table is available on my site, and you can check out with signature and sketch options. You can buy the toys. You can buy prints. You can buy skateboards and shirts, all that stuff. In addition to that, I've got a club called the Fishart Kids Club, where you can get 10% or 20%, 10 to 20% off everything. It's a monthly club with quarterly boxes, and so every 3 months you get a box full of all exclusive stuff made just for the club. It's a really good place to be.
Awesome. Well, Ben, appreciate your time, and honestly, as a Turtles fan, looking forward to what the future holds in the last one and just the Turtleverse and universe in general. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the con.
Oh yeah, thanks.